I just saw the episode where Mika was voted lowest and got the red flag, and I understand that this is maybe a late reaction. Pasensya na po, kakababa ko lang from Mount Pulag and I just want to say something. Isn't this something we can somehow relate to? Yung feeling na we are trying to be mindful of our actions only to be misunderstood for it. When you're finally choosing to be quiet, to be more cautious with your words and energy, and people think you're being distant or plastic, when in truth, we are just being protective of the version of ourselves we've worked so hard to improve. Some of us are just trying to be better. Some of us have been called out before for being too much, too intense, too reactive. I've been there. I was called toxic, na masyado akong pabigat. I didn't even realize it until someone had to point it out. It hurts, yes, but I needed it. It made me reflect. Sometimes kasi, the way people act is a reflection of the environment they grew up in. We mirror what we saw, what we were taught, and what we believe was normal. If someone grew up around chaos, they might not know what being too much is. If they were never taught boundaries, they might not realize they're crossing one. Most of us are just doing what we learned until life or someone else shows us a different way. And yes, we should appreciate the people who help us grow, who called us out, who pushed us to be better. Kaso nga lang, even after we've changed, some people will still choose to see us through the lens of who we used to be. They hold on to our old chapters and ignore the fact that we've changed, we've grown, we became better. And I think that's what hurts. The way some people won't even give you the chance to show who you are. They base their judgment on things they've heard, not what they've seen. And I feel like that's what happened to Mika. She entered the house carrying the least, but people saw her as the heaviest. Not because of what she did inside, but because of what others said outside. And now her growth is being questioned. Her kindness is doubted, and her being quiet is labeled as being fake. She is unfortunately being judged for a version of herself that might no longer even exist. And that's the sad reality for so many of us. People will hear one chapter of your story and they will think that they already know the whole book. So I guess here's a reminder. To not judge someone based on what you hear. To not reduce people to their past. To try to take time to understand and watch people how they carry themselves now. Because growth is real. And just like Mika, everyone deserves a chance to begin again.